Okay. Sorry the last video ended so abruptly. I ran out of storage space. One of the other things that we make is we find things that most people would throw away. This is a fuel injector for a diesel motor. Only 1 year. Can't remember. My husband works on them and he saves them for me. They're brass. And then this is a brass shell casing. A few bits and odds and ends. And you have a really nice wind chime. Now, a little about me. I have 7 children from 21 to 5. Bought this house back in February of this year, 2017. And my house in Utah was foreclosed on, so we moved here to stay with my mom. And a guy called me up one day, told me that they owed me money, that Utah owed me money because they sold my house for more than I owed on it. I thought it was a crank call, thought I'd humor him, go right ahead, if you can do it, do it, not really counting on it. And it was a real thing. So I had enough money to put $5,000 on this house. I bought it from a private person. I didn't do anything right I was supposed to do. I didn't have it inspected. I didn't do anything right. But God watches over idiots and stupid people. This house was built somewhere in the 1940s, we think, because it's tongue and groove oak. And it's 3,000 square feet on the bottom. And about that on the top. This is the back of the house. We are going to do a video on replacing that door. The hole is smaller than the new metal doors. So it should be exciting. And when we first moved here, there was a huge tree between me and the neighbor. And it was laying on my roof, literally. And here's the tree. Everybody tells me it's worth a lot of money because it's black walnut. I couldn't even give it away. So I'm going to chop it up into lengths to go in the wood burning stove I bought for this house. Just in case the electricity dies, I still have heat. And this is what we did yesterday. These are the little neighbor children's. There's one for each of them. They're watermelons. Where is the other watermelon? No, I didn't step on him. Where is he? Oh well, they were here a minute ago. I don't know where they are. Oh, they're behind me. I walked right past them. See? They're just little watermelons. My neighbor, well, he's not a neighbor. He's that old man that rides a bicycle around town looking for something to do. And if we have something little that we have some extra money, we get him to do it for us. And this is my dungeon. Everything is under there. Believe it or not, there is still some of the old boards for the house, duct work that I have to replace, pipes that I have to crawl under there and fix. I've drug a few things out from underneath there, like pots. And that is a find of the century. My girlfriend that moved to Maui, Sherry, she gave that to me. It is an amazing tub. If I ever need to wash clothes again, I got a wash tub. Now, our bathtub that's out here has a story. When we first bought the house, there was like about that much space underneath the wall where you could look into a space, but we couldn't see what it was. Since I bought the house, I decided I could destroy the wall. So I took a hammer and the holes to the wall right at the seam line, and the whole section fell down. Well, what it revealed was a burnt out full bath, and that's the tub out of it. I have scrubbed it clean. It's dirty since it rained, but it was black and had melted shower curtain in it. With the scraper, it came out, and I'll do a video when we do that, when we finish it up. We're actually going to get a Bondo-like material that's for tubs and fix all of that chipping, and then we're going to reglaze it. Only reason I know how is because YouTube taught me how. A lot of the stuff I do, I watch maybe 10 videos on how to do it, and then we just kind of dive in and do it how it works for us. Now this little guy, he's got a twin or a brother in the house. This one I have to build an axle for. See, we found his wheels and him under the house, and some people might say he's worth money. I think he's worth keeping because he came with the house, and he's just really old and really cool, and he deserves a place of honor. We're going to build him a shelf. This has got the word water imprinted in the glass, and it's got measurements, and it says juice.